Yo, 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 yo. Greetings. Happy morning, afternoon, midday, nighttime. Get you some Jones. Get Jonesed. Try to see how we can fit this welder into the world. I think I need a little bit more layout of how he's going to work. I've been brainstorming. I figured for his setup, we can kind of build him out in here because we know that that's kind of the walk line, bottom of his feet. And then we can always pull our items out into a boss frame, stage frame, end frame. So that and it gives us an idea of how he's going to move. Like he's going to need a table, or at least that was kind of the thought process in the beginning. Is we'll build him a little table here. I don't remember the name that Kareem gave him yesterday. And I'm thinking maybe we add a little bit of depth to it. Slag. That was it. Whole slag. But in my experience, a lot of shop guys got like weird names. Like Wilbur. Big Red. A lot of Chris's. Couple of Clint's. Some Trevor's. Nope. You go back. Nobody wanted you to move. Couple of peanuts. That's a thing. Darken it. And then if we put a little bit of perspective. I don't know if that's going to make it weird. Because our perspective in the grand scheme of the game is it's shooting off different directions. Essentially, that would be... You don't really see the top, but that was kind of something we were dealing with when we were working on the playground setup like months ago. Yeah, slag. Yeah, there is slag for like get slag on like your plasma tables. And when you're cutting stuff, it'll get like steel drip. Grab the top. I want to see if I can almost form it into a line with the perspective. That's probably a little more how the game is. Maybe he got these scrap pillars. They would more than likely be some rust on the table. You know, it'd be real rusty. So maybe we make these there we go. That's a little more in that dingy realm. I want that table to feel dirty. Make these a little bit darker. Nice rusty table. Kind of thought about him going back and forth. Make it table a little bigger. Like he'd have this same table. Oh, not double A. Table. Let's duplicate it. We're gonna stick it behind him. Like I was thinking about him going from like table to table, like he's grabbing stuff. But I don't know if that's necessary. Like he could essentially just move down the table and move back, you know? We're gonna back up. I'm gonna bring those legs back to the way I had them. Just shift them over. That way he does have the potential to like follow along the edge of that table. Or is he not even paying attention to you? And we have the whole thing flipped around. So he's like throwing parts behind him as you come up like to him in the world. He'd probably have a blue tarp up above him. Maybe it's not as big. And obviously it'd have a flip in it, right? Oh. Get those sharp, sir. Kind of raise that up, and then we'll do a gray underside. Sharp corners, please. Flop it over itself. Put a stroke on. 2, please. 2, please. Kind of flipped over itself. Throw a couple more in here. gonna squish these ones. You know, maybe we put a hole in it. May have some bend in the way it's like held up, some tension rather. We'll do same old rusty poles, but different. We'll probably cover the bottoms up with grass, but so they feel like a pole. Did I move those on accident? We'll just widen it a little bit. Move all this to the front. Back. Nope. You know, it might have because he's just using whatever material he's got around. Just trying to come up with some different ideas for how he'll attack us. Maybe he even has another one in there. Bear with me. And it's kind of flapping in the wind. We'll put a little another piece, kind of re-showing the blue. Maybe we'll make it a little darker. Move it back. It'll make sense as we further clean it up. You get it. That's right. Nope. Nope. Come on, grab that other one. Jesus Christ. I kind of like that. Kind of like him having like a little homemade tent. Bum, 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 bum. This tarp, this table. Let's move his table over. And his tarp leg would be behind it. Tarp leg. Welcome to the box. Like, I like the idea of him not even being aware of you being there. Oh. Line that up, would you? Wait a minute. We'll just start from the beginning there. We'll make these into like some gussets or something. I don't know. I'm just kind of sketching as I'm storming. Little beveled piece. Little piece of angle, if you will, or a gusset. I'll squish it a little bit there. I'm gonna build a weld. Down to the weld. All right, wanted to just delete those. All right, I want to give it we're gonna meet our angles. Come on, man. Go ahead and minimize. We'll build out. Nice little tight weld. Cream, you remember how I'd be doing details that aren't necessary? I wonder if I want to. Yeah, kind of like that. Let me grab all these. Right. I mean, it's not going to be that noticeable. We're going to add a little. I guess we don't really need to. We'll just. Yeah, I think we can make this work. We're gonna bring it in a little bit. Oh, I missed one. Oh, no, that's a double. Get out of here. Alright, nope. We're gonna do a little stitch weld. I took it very seriously. And realistically, I mean, this part would be way smaller than it is. He scored a dumb little weekend job. Not dumb. Yeah, those actually should probably sit like that. Trying to make it feel proper and sizable for what he's doing. There you go. Unnecessary details. Maybe we should think I can grab all those. Grab all that. Oh, I missed one in there. Oh, I see what it is. Kind of want to make our welds thicker. Try to get some of the detail in there, you know? Big old fat weld. Way over welded it. That would actually be. Ooh. Welded parts. And welded part could actually be oh, that on the table. Before I thought about having like a crane above him, but I don't think the crane is, it's just not practical for what someone would have at like their trailer park shop, you know? We're gonna duplicate this welded part and pull it back out. And think about like a pile of them. But then do I want to get into, if he's throwing parts out, what's he throwing them into? And why is he doing it? Let's bring in, we're going to bring in a couple things from the landscape. Bring in trash bags. I think I want to bring in a house. Oak tree. I think I want the lawn. Bring in fence frame 0. Oh, it's sized everything weird. Okay, yeah, so it goes pretty far back. And I know our fence shows up there, but further back as well. Like something like that. Where's our blue house is 7? just a little bit of detail to give us an idea of how he would look kind of in game. So the welder part, they could, so I was thinking he's like throwing. We'll kind of develop a little arc. Oh. And it could be, maybe 3 different parts. I'm just brainstorming right now. You get what I'm saying? Like, it could be a variety of things that he's throwing, which could be some sort of pallet, and he could have a guy that's helping him, and he's like grabbing the pallets. Which gives us options for occasionally to throw a new pallet. Bump this lawn over. Which would, possibly require red going up for some reason. No known reason. Spread this out a little. That goes up a little bit higher, the arc of the throw. And they wouldn't be all at once, right? It would be occasional. I'm trying to think of ease of character as well. Also, we got to figure out where his welder is going to sit, stuff like that. Which I think his cable probably should just run back. His welder be like over here, behind everything. The concept's looking good. Not entirely sure. This may be spaced out a little bit more. It's a boss fight. It would probably need to be more distance. Almost so red's you got a spot to stop. We wouldn't do these in gray either. We'd probably kind of make them look a little rusty, and it'd be like a brighter gray on our weld. We could also do something with like a grinder, so it could start shooting sparks. That could be like our straight shot. Let's see. We have explosion. Import explosion. Yo. I don't know. I really don't know. He doesn't necessarily have to even be a boss. He could totally be just, maybe he's the shop, right? But I don't think we're going to have a lot of upgrades because he's, you know, we're pretty much just using tools. Oh, I didn't even notice this little menu popped up. Whatever for right now. Okay, that's just kind of like a puff of smoke. Oops. Explosion. Yeah, it's looking good. I mean, neighborhood's coming together, right? It's decision. Give me... we'll do smoke. And then I'll come back and change direction. No, fool. So, yeah. And also, thank you, Nacho. I know you be watching. You be there. You and Kareem be there. I tried to do a Patreon stream yesterday to see if it would like keep it. It does not, which is cool, not cool, you know? I'm curious if you guys got a message from it. I think Kareem said he did. All right, let's get... What if we just do flame? Okay. It's either supposed to be emailed or notified. I think I posted in the Discord as well. Trying to find the right chat spot. I posted in the chat too. Weird. If you're anything like me, I'll be turning chats off sometimes. Oh, that's right. I have to apply it. There we go. And what if we did can't change distance this way. We won't worry about that until we know our distance. I think there's an animation for it. Yeah. Okay, so that just gets big if we move it. Just gonna see what happens real quick. That's what I'm saying. I be doing the same thing. Just turn all of this up. Okay, so that didn't do anything. All right. Particles. Oh, I didn't even think. Is it fading? It does. That's why. Okay. And then it expands. Can't really tell. I have to play around with the particle. But for right now, to get our concept, you know, it could be no. Hold on. Doing all the things wrong. You know, and it could, I know it's like fire right now, but it could be sparks. We can turn it into sparks. And then that way it's a ground attack, right? So you got to get up when the sparks start flying. It's okay. I understand turning notifications. I do the same shit. No, turn it off. I don't want to. Like I was kind of working with a buddy of mine, and he's trying to turn on, or he was trying to do a couple things, and he's like, get this messaging service, Telegram. And I got it, and I was like, nah, I don't like it. Okay. Noted. There's a possibility I had to like tell it, and I didn't tell it. Thought I did. Yeah, I think it was email and notification is what it was supposed to be. My app didn't want to app. Oh, that was why. It does. That's why I was like, no, and I turned it all off, and I have to get out of there. There, see? Yeah, I don't know why it wouldn't show notification. It obviously isn't going to tell me. Yeah, it was just a test run though. It was seeing what some capability streams are. Yeah, there's a Patreon app. Absolutely. Part of me misses having a Swervy Jones app, though we weren't ever really great at using it or understanding it. It was still kind of cool. There is always the possibility with the welder to unlock him. Like once you fight him, you unlock him, and then you can ask him for service. Well, that's what I was thinking, is making it an open stream. I've been trying to work in like evening streams. It's just, man, the time clock just starts ticking once everybody's at the house. Like 5 o'clock clock hits and I blink and it's 8, and I'm like, Jesus Christ. I guess not super late would be okay. To adjust into a better schedule, you know? What's the right schedule? PM? I swear. I mean, don't get me wrong, the day does that too. The 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. does that, but it's more of a, like, I can focus and I'm working on things, and I bet you are, Craig. We'll keep talking. We'll make the dream come true. I'll be talking business sometimes with Kareem. Simple. Niche down. That's the hard part. Is niching down. The hardest. Give me just a minute. I'll be right back. I do make TikToks. I mean, I'm a little behind lately. I posted a TikTok today. I post TikToks all the time. Well, yeah, I'm on TikTok. There's all kinds of Red and Randy posts on TikTok. I post pretty regularly. Kareem sees them. Kareem's on TikTok. I don't get a whole lot of views on TikTok. I don't get a whole lot of views in total. I do okay. Like me, comment me, subscribe me. Yeah, Kareem gets crazy views on TikTok. Kareem's had some bangers. There's a couple he thought he was, not just him, me too. We were like, oh, well, you're about to be famous. It felt like, well, Jesus Christ. I mean, 300K views. I've never had 300K views. I'll say that. We had 160 plus thousand downloads on the podcast back when we used to do it. But 300K, never. Which is disheartening sometimes. You're like, maybe I shouldn't be doing this. Maybe I'm not any good. Because you just can't get the traction. But I just keep rolling on, you know? Just keep on keeping on. I'll be posting, though. It's there, Nacho. I promise. I try to stay on top of posting. occasionally I'll go a couple days without it. And then there's that big stint where I was doing manufacturing, but right. It takes a lot to go back and get things edited. I'm not really set up for like speed clips, because it's not necessarily harder, but it's different the way like we get clips out of this versus like if we were just straight gaming. That's not real easy, but is easier to get clips, in my opinion. All right, give me a second. Oh, all right. Where are we? What are we talking about? Old Kareem and his Mac. We do. We could use some more Macs. All the Macs died. All the Macs. Right? Did Mac Miller die? Bernie Mac died. There's no more Mac Daddies. And then there's a mount that he's on screen. I think all that would be on screen. It'd be a little more, if you're red, more like this. As you went back and forth. So he would hit like the edge of the screen as you ran back and forth. He doesn't even necessarily have to be a boss, right? We could push him in the background a little bit, and he could just be throwing things onto pallets, and it could go multiple directions. Be a little similar to our squirrel. Oop. I was thinking about the social thing while I was walking around. How I've kind of set it up, Nacho, is you can view the things I do from whatever platform you would rather see it on, right? So if you're on Instagram and you like my stuff, it's the same thing you would see on the Facebook feed or the TikTok or the YouTubes. For the most part. Very similar. I just spilled coffee on my shirt. No! And then that way it's consumable however you want it to be consumable. And then obviously website and then Patreon. I mean, that would kind of be cool. And rather than him being the boss, he could be more of a side note, and there could be a guy on a forklift that's coming and grabbing the pallets. Oh, I see what I did wrong there. Grabbed the wrong one. Oh, let's try that again. I kind of like that concept. Could bring in our distance more. Oh. I want you to rotate. That's definitely a possibility. Shrink this one up as well. The pallets kind of give it would give it away, but it's okay to know where things are going to hit. I kind of like that idea. Because then we can have a bigger, you know, a boss fight isn't just, what am I trying to say here? The boss fight isn't just one person. And then we could even add two guys welding. One this way, one that way, and it's kind of, they're throwing at the pallets constantly. Which would be spark, spark. And then maybe when you destroy the guy on the forklift, or moving the pallets, it could. Okay. Now I'm brainstorming. Are you serious? Did I do all that? I did. There we go. Okay, so maybe we're trying to stop them from their project, right? So okay. We're gonna start out with. I need you to get out of my way. You work and lurk. We do a welder. We're gonna do new vector. So maybe the goal is to mess up their welder. Yeah, we want to bring that down. His welder would kind of be on that side of him, more than likely. Thinking about doubling him up. 2 welders. That makes me want to go back to the welders being different directions, or him facing the opposite direction. Not that oak tree. I don't even know where that oak tree is. Where the hell is that oak tree? Oh, it's tiny back there. But in front of the fence. There we go. So let's see, it'd be tarp, table, welding part, and welder. Let's see, if we duplicate all of that, remove it up here to the top, and then flip that. Yeah, we can almost space that out where you're trying to dodge stuff constantly. Machine. For now, I'm just going to double this. Bring it down just a little. And load part 2. Grab it all. Same thing. We're going to bring it down a little bit. So I'm thinking maybe your goal is to get in here and like stop their machines. That's what I'm thinking for now. I'm not entirely sure what you're trying to stop, like what Red and Randy would be trying to stop. But they could be wasting a whole lot of power outages. The welders are causing power outages. We could do air tank 2, because as soon as one of them stops, you could have to like run to their compressor and get it turned off as well. Shrink that down. And then, you know, it'd have a probably compressor on top. Whoa. Just for now, get the idea. It's not the greatest air tank in the world, and those aren't the greatest welders, but we would also more than likely have some gas tanks. We'll make them green. Let's do like an off green. It's still pretty close. There we go. Teal. Oop, wrong one. It makes our like boss level or section like this wide piece rather than just like kind of how it was with the Randy character. Like, I almost want to push you to go through it and then have to come back and then go back through. Maybe they installed a power box. It would kind of be funny if they were messing with one of the transformers. Not Just don't know the reason you would have. If we could make their tanks smaller, that's not a super huge deal. We almost need we'd need a reason to get into this. Still could streamline back down to a single welder. Thinking maybe we do that. We're gonna get rid of the double and yeah, bring these guys back where he fits in that frame. And our welding machine. Which would cause our parts, if we did the throwing parts, to be back in from there. Back to something like this. But again, got another reason. I do like the idea of him like possibly being something you could utilize later for upgrades, but I don't know if it's necessary. Where's that back leg that we made? And I'm not even sure if we want to do that part thing that way. I kind of like the idea of like, you got to mess up the stuff. It's kind of rude. But I do kind of like it.